Charlotte, what stood out to you from these numbers?
Well, Tom, I mean, it's really a beat across the board for ASML in this quarter. You've got CEO coming out and saying, you know, record year, record quarter, and what will be kind of relief for investors who are really shaken by Monday's sell-off is that ASML really doubling down on this AI story. I mean, looking at some of the remarks, you know, the CEO of ASML saying, you know, the AI is really the driver of their kind of bookings beat for this quarter. We saw net bookings over 7 billion euros, and 3 billion of that was for ASML's EUV machines, which are the cutting-edge lithography machines used to create the highest tech chips that are powering AI. So you've really got ASML saying, you know, this is where the opportunity is. We expect demand to stay really strong. They kept their 2025 net sales guidance unchanged, and saying, you know, there's real opportunity given this kind of strong demand for AI at the top of the range. So, you know, some relief for investors who are kind of shaken by the sell-off earlier on Monday.
Yeah, that 3 billion number for the EUVs is pretty remarkable, isn't it, given that some analysts had expected 1 billion for that number. We've heard TSMC, they've upgraded their guidance around CapEx spend. They are, of course, a major buyer of these EUVs and lithography machines from ASML. On the China question, I mean, Christophe Fouquet, the team there have been talking about this for some time, the fact that they've had to make up for a shortfall of orders in the last couple of years. That's starting to come to an end. What is the China part of the piece of the pie, do you think, for ASML going forward? How much clarity do we have on that now?
So this was interesting, you know, looking through these initial numbers, we see that sales this quarter are down to, sales to China down to about 27% of ASML sales, and they were nearly half of sales in the previous quarter. So we really see the kind of feed through of the pressure, the export restrictions coming from the US to, you know, are having an impact on ASML's sales to China. I mean, earlier this week, you had the Dutch Prime Minister saying we expect the Trump administration to keep pushing on those export restrictions and keep exerting pressure on ASML to really, you know, slow down sales to China in the interest of national security. And you know, this quarter we see that big drop off. So that was something that stood out for us, and is definitely something that investors will be watching.